Something is freaking me out, and it's not Repsion's ugly face. Is this guy, bro, fucking went into the Matrix mode to introduce a white pill, like fucking degeneracy unleashed, bro. This is the stupidest John Stossel video I've ever fucking seen. This is all the stupidity encompassed in one thing, and apparently it's a pill format as well. I'm such a big fan of John Stossel, like he highlights the good stuff about capitalism, but he does not understand that not only capitalism is just a formality and a very temporal thing that's holding things together at the moment, but we will also need to get rid of it and replace it with something else. And it's like the fact that he's even talking about communism, socialism, bro, is the fact that those systems are alive. The only question is, do you fucking even know the definition of these systems? Bruh. Fucking Morpheus. Excuse me.
You take the blue pill.
Let's watch and dissect all the stupidity about this video, but this is not it. Alright, we're also going to mention Bitcoin one more time. Likely, who knows where the story goes, but there's this conversation going on. A person is digging their grave into, trying to explain Bitcoin to me and that. Obviously, government can take that away from you. Can take any toy from you. Most importantly, like they will find a way to cripple the fucking Bitcoin system in general. And Luigi shows up even, Crypto can be compromised by US anytime. I just don't understand why 51% market share matters. What, they can just rug pull or something? I don't get it. It doesn't explain itself, but it's Luigi, so he knows what he's talking about, guys. I don't want no trouble, Luigi. So we have some weird shit going on, okay? I have to clarify what socialism, communism, and governism is. This guy sits down, by the way, with anarchist. And it's like, oh, does anarchy work? Oh, anarchy works in theory as well, actually. Oh, anarchy does not work. Anarchy is actually a toxic personality at this point. Of smart-ass people talking absolute fucking garbage into someone's space, basically. Telling them what they want to hear. What this capitalist wants to hear, just like, hey, let's talk about that. The first thing I would say in this conversation, to John Stossel specifically, is one question. How do you buy knowledge? If you are a capitalist, the biggest problem is going to be buying knowledge. So I just want to know, how do you do that? You probably cannot buy knowledge, can you? You have to actually learn things by interviewing people. You're actually, like, John Stossel is actually stuck doing a non-capitalistic transaction in this case. He himself has to have reputation, sit someone down, and listen to them talk, and then they hopefully learn something. It's not actually guaranteed that he is even smart enough to find smart people. He's just gonna find notorious people that know some kind of extreme fucking white pill idea that they just crafted and it means absolutely nothing. You know what white pill means? You know what white pill means? It's, hope. Hope! Bro sat down. Some fucking anarchist. The anarchist is like, oh, socialism and communism works in theory. Woof, that's so stupid, guys. And so Soviet Russia has tried communism and it just failed. And it's like, wow, that's so cool. And I haven't heard that 20 fucking billion times already, But we're still talking about the same thing for some reason. There's some kind of problem going on, Also, they sit down and it's like, oh, I wish the government was smaller. Wow. Surely that will fix things. I mean, bigger government doesn't mean that government controls more things, right? There's just more people in the government that compete for the presidency and other seats. I mean, what does the big government even mean? Like, they don't literally have no definitions, no clue of reality anymore, bro. Let me give you the definition of anarchy. Oh shit, bro. What is anarchy? So, I have accumulated a lot of knowledge over the years. All right, I had to solve a lot of problems and define a lot of things to be able to get to this point and tell you guys how stupid this video is. I mean, it's my pleasure, to be honest. If someone makes the stupidest video of their career, I mean, I love to actually tell them how wrong they actually are. Like, you're literally in the black hole of stupidity in this sense. I don't think you will ever see John Stossel in this stupid position, but here it is. What is anarchy? Is the same as narcissism. All right? Yeah. This is the same thing. Except we know narcissism to be the crux of capitalism, but we don't know what anarchy is. And why it's bad, because we don't know why communism is bad. We just know that it didn't work. We know absolutely nothing anymore. All right? So we just forgot that anarchy is the personality. Anarchism, so to speak. As well as sociopathy and psychopathy. Anarchism is a personality. What does this personality like to do? It likes to attack the government over and over again. So this guy has hope, the white pill has hope that we will destroy the government and it will just evaporate. That we will no longer have to pay taxes and have stupid rules imposed on us, you know? Don't worry, anarchists. It's happening right now. The anarchy is happening right now. There's idiots in my apartment who make noise. What can I do about it? Absolutely nothing. All right, I can call police and talk to them and scream at them, and they probably not gonna do anything to me. But like, yeah, I can't actually like fix the noise problem, and especially if they figure out that they can actually just do it and disrespect me and disrespect the fucking universe, just blast music, 100%, bro, 100. And disrupt just society as a whole in this apartment. They can do it. Capitalism, isn't it? Or what is it? No, it's anarchy. Anarchy is where rules do not apply to you. Or rules apply so fucking hard that you get extra freedoms from rules. Imagine that. Either rules that break morality or rules don't apply. That's what anarchy is. It's seeking just some kind of brutal ways to break the rules that exist, but in a very brutal fashion. It's a lot worse than communism, I'll tell you that, because anarchy is a very selfish behavior. It's only a personality. See, that's the funny thing. This guy is alone. Every single anarchist, they don't have a group of people. That would be insane. If they had a group of people, if they had a community, because that would be communism all of a sudden, right? You can build a community, you can just go build a community and go away, bro. And then show if it works or not. That's what it is. Communism is just building of a community. And now we fucking sit back and we try to fucking propagate the idea that Russians would build a good community. Are you fucking insane? A Russian is going to build a community? Jesus Christ, bro. Russian is going to create a fucking pyramid scheme where the poor become poorer and all that shit. That's what's going to happen. The corrupted communism would happen, where Russians would hijack it because they're the Fire Nation. You don't need to know too much about this, but that's what capitalism would hijack communism, then flip its definition, make us forget that communism even is a thing that could happen as a normal system of functioning. What happens in a community? We share work. We're just want to work harder. Okay? We want to learn things harder. Communism is what happens when you fucking spawn into the life and you're asked to go to school. School is communism, bro. And if you love school, if you think school is education and whatnot, you get social education, you get government education, but there's more. You get to wake up at 7 a.m., the body function education as well. And then when you come back from school, you're going fucking insane and depressed, or God knows what's happening to you. You know, as a child even. You still have to, like, occupy, like, what do I do with the rest of my time, right? I have all of this time, and I have to come up with, like, games to play and all that shit. And you're probably going to be alone. You're not going to go back from school with a bunch of people. And this is when communism happens, bro. You have this whole education enforced onto you, and your part in finishing the education is figuring out where to spend free time that you have, what games to play, what you are personally interested in. School is secretly communism. It disrespects communism very fucking much. Because, again, communism is about playing games, bro. The biggest community out there is a card game community. I can stand by my word because I'm the biggest communist of all time. I actually know my definitions, bro. I know my direction. My sense of fucking sanity is intact. And I have seen an anarchist. I have learned what anarchy is through a very particular person. Mr. Mark Passio, who slowly, because he is anarchist, because he has a toxic fucking personality, he is going insane, step by step. How is he going insane? He also, like, wants to just stop the operation. He's blocking the comment section, sees everyone as just stupid people, which is like, yes, 90% of people are incapable of conversation and only capable of just split hate moments. And you can block that, or you can just accept that that's the reality and block people individually. Who knows, man? But it's crazy. This guy just went fucking crazy because he thinks he can allow anarchy, but he does not allow comment section to exist. That's literally anarchy. The comment section is anarchy, bro. Okay, maybe some videos, no. Comments are turned off. This guy is an anarchist, but what does he not like? Anarchy. That's what it is. When they are actually faced with anarchy, you wouldn't fucking like it. But you claim you're an anarchy, but you don't like it. What does that mean? You're a fucking hypocrite piece of shit. And you're gonna go insane. He went insane because, yeah. Origin, bro. Origin of all the evil in the world. Let's call communism evil. This guy actually uses the word communism the same fucking way as alongside with evil. Alright? We just created the word for greatest evil and we just put it right next to it. I'm sorry, bro. Like, Mark Passio just flipped his world upside down, and he does not understand right from wrong anymore, even though he cares about morality. But anarchy does not give morality, bro. So his way of saying anarchy is, first of all, government is slavery, and anarchy is where no rulers, a system without rulers. Yeah, that's called democracy. That's why we impeached South Korean presidents. We don't want rulers to just dictate whatever the fuck they want, right? The Western world, the advanced world, does not want rulers, does not want dictators, is always scared of that shit. But if something needs fixing, we elect Trump all of a sudden, and that's it. You know, hopefully things gonna get fixed. They literally sit down and, like, the dumbest fucking thing. Hope? No, you win. You have the biggest capitalist person in office, in the highest level of office. You win. You should be celebrating. You shouldn't be fucking talking about hope. You already won. You already got everything you always wanted. And for 4 years, you can fucking celebrate the shit out of it. But you haven't fucking started, haven't you? Yeah, it's a lot of dark matter, so to speak, is hard. All right, to find good stuff, especially when Mark Passio starts screaming at the audience for audience being too dumb or whatever and not listening hard enough. And I don't know what he wants, but he keeps going more and more insane to the point where he's almost like flexing that he has guns and that he would like get into a confrontation with people, with these stupid people. And it's like, what? Why are you escalating things? What is happening? Like, report on actual facts that are happening that trigger the shit out of you, and relax, because probably nobody's going after you. This is like literally schizo person thinking that the world is gonna fucking rip him into shreds or whatever. And yes, there's so many haters. It actually is fascinating, like surviving capitalism right now when everyone is gaslighting you of like the definitions that are not actually the actual definitions. Like even just Bitcoin gaslighting, bro. Bitcoin is nothing. It's a zero. It's a fucking scam because I can't use it, bro. Can I go to a store, buy some Bitcoin? No, I cannot. It's a fucking internet degeneracy, basically, is what it is. I don't think the conversation was overly productive, but it pulled some of the things from my mouth. It's still decentralization hype. This guy did not disprove the idea. Like, he actually just keeps talking about like, oh, we're actually going away from the government. This guy is another anarchist waiting to happen. Bitcoin is also one of those anarchy things. Bitcoin is anarchy. Why? They don't even understand, like, oh shit, we're gonna decentralize ourselves away from the government and we're gonna get all the power. Yes, for a split second, but if we want an efficient system, we still have to centralize things. We have to have websites, that they have to be centralized. We cannot just decentralize all the data in the world and pretend that this is gonna be like bugs free and exploits free. We're just gonna have also a bunch of scams that a bunch of untrusted sources, unsolicited data coming into your computer that cannot be like decrypted fast. Who knows, man? Who the fuck knows what we are doing anymore? That's what anarchy is. Who the fuck even knows what would happen if all of a sudden people felt free to do kind of like crime things? I mean, excuse me, bro? But we know, based on noise. Based on noise people make, we know what anarchy would look like. Noisy neighbors, noisy people just running around, not giving a fuck on anyone because they can. They can't do it, so they do it. No one's gonna stop them, so they do it. That sort of thing. Anarchy happens every now and then. And this year was anarchy. Next year is also going to be anarchy. Just different flavor. All right? There's the purge anarchy and vortex anarchy, apparently. Purge is something that you get an urge to actually, the urge, the magical urge to do bad things. And that's what anarchy actually means, bro. Because no rulers, no one's gonna stop you from doing bad things. That's what it means, bro. What Mark Passio feels within himself is that he has so much knowledge that it just, by default, gives him the moral compass, so he does not want to have rulers over him. But that does not mean that you can just scream at other people and they will listen to you. They have to have rulers. You don't have to have rulers because you're a smart person, Mark Passio, but the stupid people, they have to have rulers. And that's the fucking difference. That's the reason why he cannot just change the system, no matter how hard he tries. And he's basically being anti-productive in that sense. We want people to go the right direction without fighting fucking hurricanes and monsters they cannot defeat. And I'm so sad to see Mark Passio fucking do that shit. You know, become anti-productive. But that's what I'm here to do. Like, I'm trying to, like, clear up the water. But this video has to go viral. You have to watch the whole thing, unfortunately. If we want to fix things, we have to collectively, as a community, say to ourselves, this is important, all right, for people to know. And I'm taking a big fucking burden to open my mouth in the first place. Oh, shit. So everyone is enticed with the idea of anarchy, but no one is enticed with the idea of community. So, what happened? What happened, guys? Isn't that better? Isn't community just, like, strictly better than anarchy? Isn't, like, do we just, like, come together and do something fun, first of all, like play video games, but then it evolves into something, like, more serious, right? Into exploring certain things and solving problems together, basically. The reason why school is communism is because school never ends. Never actually ends. You still can communicate with your teachers. You can still communicate with the classmates, hopefully. They haven't deserted you. Or maybe they left you with someone. See, in school I have made a friend, which is like the maximum capitalist friend, that I kind of hate right now. Because he's trying to, like, take away my TikTok privilege. This fucking capitalist scumbag. My friend does not care about me, but he really likes the idea that TikTok is somehow corrupted Chinese malware, basically. He really loves that idea. He doesn't care about the idea that TikTok can be a source of knowledge. He just likes the idea that it sucks, you know. So I'm just, like, kind of confused, and because we can't relate over this point, and because he's tackling that point, he might just be the biggest evil in my life. Who knows? Maybe that's why all the classmates are running away. Fuck, you deal with that shit. So the sense of community is very strong, even though it's like the school does not provide it. The school does not put you in a special community where you do a special thing. Despite providing it, it's there. It's the same as the internet. Internet does not provide you with income. No income from the internet, guys. Again, except for idiots who think Bitcoin is income. I mean, I'm sorry, bro. Like, why? Why wasting time on some fucking number go up and the white pill idea? You know, it's the same thing. The hope is required in any anarchist behavior. Hope that this will work. So now we're gonna label something as anarchy, and this will definitely be better than communism. Holy shit, is that interesting? When it comes to communism, educate yourselves. That's the only way. That's the only way to know whether communism is good or bad. Well, it's not bad. If you think communism is bad, you're not properly educated by yourself. You're not thinking the right fucking things anymore. You have been propagated to think like this. Here's a Soviet Russia card. That's communism right there, and it didn't work, guys. Everyone was poor in Russia. Oh, what a new thing we just fucking found out about Russia. That everyone is poor in Russia? It's still happening to this day, guys. Everyone is poor in Russia, so maybe it's the Russian fault that it sucks, and not the communism fault. Whose fault is it, right? The idealistic systems cannot possibly produce failure, unfortunately. Almost anything in life actually just, like, works. The only thing it requires to manifest is respect, is people's cooperation, people's agreement that, yes, this is what we need right now. the world works as a form of seasonal change. We go across all four corners of things. We have socialism corner, we have communism corner. These are seasons. This is just how life changes over time. And we were stuck in the capitalism corner, where the dude is defending John Stossel is defending capitalism as if that's the only thing that he knows, the only thing that works. Holy shit. All right? And that we need less government as well, even though that's the next step. So, of course, he's going to sit down with an anarchist who wants to kill the government for self-benefit. Anarchists does not have their own identity. They actually disown communism. What they want is to kill the government, is to rip government into shreds. And these are the most dangerous people on the planet at the moment because they hate progress. They hate where we're going. You know, they want Bitcoin to be decentralized instead of centralized, which would actually work. Would probably work instantly. We would already have a means of exchanging the currency. But we want decentralized. Decentralized is a lot more interesting to us. You know, the world is upside down. I'm losing my mind. I'm supposed to be a smart person who's supposed to appreciate smart people's content, and I found zero. On top of the pyramid, on top of everyone else, John Stossel, fucking welcome to the Matrix. You know, we literally had Andrew Tate. As much as Andrew Tate is the most hateable man on the planet, he talks also about the Matrix and how you would want to escape it instead of join the fucking Matrix. Instead, John Stossel is like, hey, I heard you don't like colored pills. How about the white one? John Stossel being this old man, okay. That was on a thumbnail. Anti-capitalist. Oh, of course. So let's find out. So let's define socialism. Socialism is poor people feel bad. That's just what it means. There's not much in socialism. It's just some things feel bad, and I don't want to feel bad, okay? I don't want there just to be poor people. Can we give them some fucking money? But it's better to just like give them a job, like a way to generate money, so they stop asking and being poor anymore. Okay, like let's just do that. That's all socialism is. We just don't like there to be poor people who like asking for things or complaining about things. We live as a group of people, and we're trying to help the lowest of the low, if we can actually help them. Or maybe the best thing we can do is exile them into fucking jungle to live, or put them in jail. Who knows? But we don't like poor people very much. All right? We're trying to help them out of poverty. That's all we're doing. That's all socialism is. It's not fucking complicated, and yet, oh shit, that doesn't work either for some reason. What? What do you mean? That's the idea. That's like the focus. Socialism is not a fully like fledged idea of how it's gonna work. It's just the focus on where the problem is. Just to focus on where the problem is, anyone can do that. Oh shit, my house is on fire. That's probably the problem. You know, right now, currently. Biggest priority. Whatever you put as the biggest priority, like you can't do that. That doesn't work. Your brain will explode or something if you switch priorities. Instead, my biggest priority is number go up priority. Oh shit, look at that. Oh, capitalism is also very simple, isn't it? Oh man, number go up. I get more views. I get more things in my pocket. People love me if I get money. People love me, actually. Number go up is good all the time. No matter how much I exploit the fucking people around me and turn them into slaves, but my number go up. They like me. They slave for me. Me, baby. Fucking kid, that's capitalism, bitch. That's the simple version of capitalism. Number go up. Mr. Beast. All over. Remember capitalism? This is capitalism right there. Which thumbnail will make my number go up? You know, that's capitalism, guys. It's disgusting. Eventually, it is disgusting and disturbing. People trying various things to get their number go up, and right now, we're in an absolute fucking crisis. It's inflation because of this mindset, not because of war in Ukraine or whatever. It's this mindset that when people are scared and they're unsure about the future, we can force the number go up. Bitch, please. If your number goes up, probably someone's number is going down. And they're not going to be happy about it. I'll tell you that much. You know, at some point, capitalism is just pure exploitation and pure trickle up to this 1%, where we have to pull the rug on the entire system. We might have to do something radical and technologically advanced called no money. No more money. There's just no more money. Money is useless, all right? All this like 1% shit, nope, you can't buy anything anymore. We might have to pull the rug, the biggest rug in human fucking history, and say no to money. Imagine that shit. That's not anarchy, by the way. That's just us recognizing that the top 1% are the most evil and stupidest people on the planet, and they don't deserve to spend the money that they have. We could just make our own a new currency, bro, and flip the bird on all the rich people. But we have to flip the bird on rich people. We can't just, oh, here's a Bitcoin to dollar exchange rates. Oh, so you can actually buy Bitcoin. Oh, shit. So rich people are going to buy Bitcoin and they're going to be rich in the Bitcoin world as well. So you haven't fucking solved capitalism at all. Bitcoin is just exaggerating capitalism still. The rich people will just buy Bitcoin, bro. Do you understand? They will also be rich in the Bitcoin world. In the galaxy of Bitcoin. You know who's richest? Elon Musk. The same person as in the world of real life. We haven't actually changed anything. Let's discuss, guys. This would be my interview material, okay? I want John Stossel to fucking interview me. I'm selling my soul, bro, for this guy. This guy be better fucking good. Because he likes interviewing people. So like me, I'm the big guy around here. All right? In the community world, I'm the guy that can stop this fucking bullshit from not progressing properly enough. But John Stossel has to bow down to the government for once, because that's the next step. Yes. No, don't destroy the bridge, John. Don't destroy the bridge. You will have to transition into the government. The moment a monetary system is established, that's called establishment. It's not just called a business. It turns into a monopoly. And what monopolies have to do? They have to self-regulate and reset. In a way, rewind. So it starts from zero again, but it accumulates power just like a roguelike game. You restart your progress, but you have all the knowledge to become rich again, to become a president again, or whatever seat of power you want. That's what government does. It constantly resets itself, and you have to climb back up again. All right? So he better bow down to the government, because that's where we're going next. The world is switching gears, and we're going from 1433, which is capitalism unleashed. All right, capitalism unleashed to the point where we forget what communism is. Fucking so many threes, bro. Imagine what happened in this era, bro. When governments didn't exist, the only thing that existed is capitalism and society. The number one is representing society. I don't know what happened, but there's a magical time. Probably dark ages, you know? I think that's what happened, where you can buy fucking armor and a horse, and you can fucking slaughter people The Dark Ages, bro. Let's fucking go. The Crusaders that slaughter everyone, bro, because they have bought enough armor and fucking swords and whatnot. They bought big enough army for themselves. Like, yes, capitalism. Fucking Dark Ages, bro. I don't know what that means, bro, but 133 happened in history, and people have to start digging because I just undig the clock of humanity, bro. The next step is a 4. It's just a simple step forward. Everyone is trying to invent Bitcoin, but clearly Bitcoin is stupid. But once we find the smart Bitcoin that bars rich people from, you know, continuing on as if like they don't need to reset their game. You have to go back to zero and show how smart you are at earning money in a new world from zero, okay? Just show how smart you are. We want to be educated by your behavior. We want to observe you. We want to scientifically dissect your fucking brain and copy and paste it into ours. The smart stuff. The dumb stuff we will discard. I am robot. I am generated by AI. I'm here to control the universe. And that's the end of the video, right? All right, bonus meme. We need bonus memes, guys. John, you made the stupidest video in your own history. There gotta be a bonus meme.
Take the blue pill.
The movie that
And you're
I will take the blue pill. Okay.
dead and believe the red pill, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Is that a threat? So I have to take the blue pill, right?
take the red pill. Red pill. See reality.
Oh my god, that's a big threat. I don't want to see reality. I think that sucks.
The blue pill. Stay indoctrinated.
Yeah, but the problem is you're the one spreading propaganda about communism, don't you? The craziest thing is how Russians bought communism, basically. They conquered certain parts of Europe, basically. And then they collapsed the communism, but they still own the definition of communism. Do you see how smart Russians actually are? They still own the definition of what we call communism. And Chinese also somehow are communist. Are you insane? Excuse, governism. How about we call it that? Because China ain't no fucking communist. All right, China bows down to communism as an idea, like they would want to contribute to communism, but they literally have a dictator. That's not a community does not need a dictator. That's it. There's no need for rulers in a community necessarily. But they literally have a technological dictatorship. A government that's so strong that it is the system. The government is the system in China. Where's the communism? I don't quite see it. You know? So he actually haven't not mentioned that. That would literally think of Russia and China as communism. But what happened? What happened to our reality? Where's the red pill where we actually get the sense of reality anymore? Because I can't get it, all right? And if you don't think communism is about community-ism, then tell me what it is about, because I don't know the definition that actually makes sense anymore. It has to be very basic definition of having a priority. The priority of communism is hard work. All right? Is hard work. Hard work means you just want to work every day, no matter what happens. You don't need no fucking vacation. Fuck that shit, bro. Hard work is the way of life, bro. You wake up, you go, grab some grain, put that grain into powder, turn it into powder, and then turn it into bread. And here it is. I have bread, bitch. And some people want to become anarchists to decentralize themselves from the rest of society, go off-grid and make bread for themselves and only themselves. That's very selfish. Again, anarchy is a very selfish thing of going off-grid and just doing everything yourself. Are you fucking stupid, bro? I'm sitting here surrounded by 4 walls. I'm very comfortable with myself. The only thing that's going on is anarchy of noise, of idiot people making noise for no reason, no good reason, and no one's stopping them at the moment. That is disgusting to me. All right? Go off grid. Those people do have to go off grid because they want to make noise. Those people have to go off grid. That's what we can do. We can treat noise for what it is. It's a disrespectful behavior of savages who have to go outside or go deep into Russia because there's plenty of space there right now. It's fucking mental for people to not understand definitions. So, Stossel, where do you buy knowledge? You cannot. You get it through respect. Will he respect me? Let's find out. History keeps moving forward. I will slap his face on a thumbnail and give him the red pill. You know, it's a personal delivery, baby.
Internet ad, and you think
Oh, black pill. I never heard of that,
the
by the way.
world is doomed. So
The white pill is a seniors
The symbol of hope.
getting discouraged about the future.
Someone created black pill, and I'm a very smart person. So I'm like, okay, people think about black pill as a doom. By the way, black pill already existed for a very, very long time. This is your black pill. You go to Australia and you take Marmite. That's it, bro. You can't go more black pill than this. If you think the world is doomed, you have a very beautiful way of life ahead of you. You go to Australia and start eating Marmite and just turn into a fucking demon. That's just where you go. If you feel the world is, or the world is so fucking doomed that you want to skip all the steps and go to Africa instead and just burn to a crispy, turn to yourself into a Marmite instead of eating Marmite for a taste test of what it's like to be anarchist and narcissist and all the things, all of the above, boys. So, yeah. Black pill already exists. I don't know where I can get a white pill, to be honest. Is that a placebo? Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is a placebo, in fact. In fact, you probably don't want to take the white pill because it could contain anything, all kinds of chemicals. I don't know, man. It could just be pure poison or just placebo. So just make your own. You know, white pill is the one that you make your own. If we're talking about hope, I'm not going to take hope from you. I'm going to take hope for myself. I will take hope that everything will be all right for me, at least for me. You know what I mean? Maybe my hope is bigger than yours, however, and you're fucking suck in this life. And your hope will be defeated, unfortunately, when I summon a bigger Pokemon and defeat yours. Oh shit, your white pill don't work anymore, isn't it? You would love community now, right? When smart people fucking take advantage of your hope. Hope is literally another resource in a way, just like freedom. Freedom is a resource that you can exchange. You can become a slave to someone. You can become a sex worker. You name it. Freedom is something you can sell. So I'm pretty sure hope is one of those things too that can be sold or be defeated.
But people far worse positioned than us want a far greater victory in our
We have defeated communism, guys.
lifetime.
Union. He's researched how even the most
Yeah, we researched Soviet Union. Oh, so beautiful.
ruthless tyrannies can be
Time. Time is all it takes to topple things. People just have to be patient and feel the flow of time. Of like, it's time to just get rid of this. I'm tired of that shit. All right? That's the time. Time fix all the things. The only thing you have to do is not become evil. And that's possible. Humanity as a whole can become evil. And we're going to be doomed. All right? Right now, I'm sitting, occupying level 2 of humanity, which is Europe. I sit in Europe. I'm a smart person. I sit in Europe. Will I go to level 1 and become American? Will decide the fate of the world. If I'm the smartest person in the world, what will decide your fate is whether I go up or down? Am I going to doom the humanity, or am I going to share my knowledge with the rest of you guys? Is the question. I will not be able to share from the seat of Europe. No one's going to listen to me because I cannot shove a camera down my own throat. I cannot do that. This is why I don't show my face, because my face is hard to show. That's it. It's just hard. For John Stossel to become fucking Morpheus, easy. He's American. He has all the power in the world to just flex his, damaged brain cells. But when it comes to me, I am in the hands of fate. The humanity gets this. I would imagine humanity wants the good stuff and not the bad stuff. Just the natural thing. But who knows? Maybe I will become Russian one day and clock my words a little bit into the wrong side. I don't even know how to put it. It just is gonna be bad once I'm Russian. Alright? The world is gonna be a lot worse if I'm the one exiled and not the people who should have been exiled. If I'm surrounded by evil, the only way to go out of the evil's hands is go down to level 3, because the difficulty increases and smart people can survive in level 3 as well. This was the Siberia moment of, I have history, okay? I have Soviet Russia history. I am living in a country that's supposed to be Soviet Russia back in the day. Lithuania, boys. Siberia moment. What is the Siberia moment? People getting exiled. The smart people getting exiled, I feel like. Alright? And maybe it's for protection purposes. In actuality. Maybe the history is not the way you think it is. Because a lot of writers have been exiled. You would think, though, those are smart people. Right? But who knows? Maybe they're propagandists. Who knows? So this could happen again. We could start getting exiled into Russia. Who knows? Who knows what it takes to cleanse the world so I can go up? I can prove myself. Nobody even asked whether I'm smart or not. We can only have honest conversations, of course. I have a person in my Discord, and I feel like what I gave him is hope. He went to Japan, basically. And it could look like a tourist attraction, but he leveled to 4 difficulty of life. And I feel like, and he's drinking in there. It's just like not caring about himself anymore. And maybe I just gave this guy hope that a smart person lives in a comfortable manner right now and does not have to run around and run away from bears and the wolves and capitalists. All right. I am actually giving humanity hope and not dread and suffering. Like, I'm holding on to my branch as best as I can, and I'm delivering all these things because I built my system of delivery. And paying attention to who's the most influential. John, bro. He's pretty good. When he's good. When he talks about facts. And not just historical lenses, basically. You look back into history, but you're only going to see the radical parts. But do you have enough brain cells to put them all together and see the pattern? I would be scared to attempt to see the pattern. Scared.
People were risking their lives and often lost their lives trying to climb that.
No. Again, that's just an emphasized moment. Risking lives, bro? Yeah.
Barrier and escape.
Rised up to the evil of central planning and communism and socialism.
So that was Berlin Wall was communism? I don't know. You gotta go through a full-on documentary at this point to be able to dissect. I don't have time for this right now. It's up to John to actually define what communism is and send me material. If he wants to interview me, he has to do the homework and send me material. So I do the homework as well and prepare myself of delivering information that I want people to hear. It's a lot tougher than just sitting there and making a video. All right, I need to know what people need to hear, right? What are the pinpoints? I can use like visual representation of this historical moments and tell like what communism is and isn't. Maybe the wall was built to separate a community from society or some bullshit like that. Who knows? But I'm just not educated in what was going on at the time.
A new way through
Social.
You know, I know why wall was destroyed to establish capitalism, so we can have McDonald's everywhere. You know, it's very difficult to build McDonald's when there's a wall in between. Like, fuck that. So they destroy the wall. That's what happened. Capitalism destroyed the wall. You saw that saw that they used? That's capitalism right there. They have earned the tools and self-esteem to break down the wall entirely. That's what it is. Someone built the wall, but now you need the power of capitalism to break the wall, and a bunch of people to surround, to be bought into the idea that the wall has to come down. It's capitalism, boys. Destroying communism, and he's so fucking proud of it. All the capitalists are always proud of destroying communism, bro. I heard you like card games, and now card game stores are everywhere. Everyone can establish a community of card gamers. Let's fucking go. That's what would happen. That's the natural evolution of things. We have card gamers, and then it turns into a capitalistic endeavor to give the card game community culture to the entire world. Spread it across the entire world. Whoever wants to buy it, can buy into it. That's what would happen. All right? With this transition in particular. So that's what probably I've seen. Just, okay, communism was replaced by capitalism. Okay. And is that supposed to prove something, John?
Socialism.
socialism is the way forward.
Drivers.
Socialism is the way forward. It is. Not misguided. It is the way forward. This is where celebrities live. In socialism. They are privileged enough to be able to... I know it might sound crazy. You know, celebrities have the privilege to talk to each other. I know it's like it doesn't happen very often and people don't talk to each other. They just fucking scream at each other and are angry and outraged. And the only time they interact with each other is like, here's a pen for $1. Thank you very much. You know, I will eat the pen right now. I will pay the rent with the pen. Yeah. Okay, that was a joke. But no one actually is talking to each other. The importance and the way socialism works, the most important feature is talking, socializing. It does not happen in low levels whatsoever. Politics don't socialize, they go in opposition. They want their own seats. They will not socialize because like that means they will get less power. But that's only if you're a politic. If you're a celebrity, you can socialize because you're just socializing with other celebrities. And that's it. And everyone else is a fucking scumbag that's wasting your time. And you're drinking champagne and going to Diddy parties. Very, very fancy parties, guys. Okay, not Diddy kind of ruined everything. Why did you ruin everything, bro? What happened? Celebrities supposed to be like cool people and stuff. But yeah, this is the only place where socialism actually exists, and I'm pretty sure you don't even know what socialism is. Still. Alright? Still people don't fucking understand. All right, it is the solution. Socialism is the solution to something. To your final step, final enlightenment would be the solution to that. Final evolution of going stepping. Because everyone has their own personal evolutions too. There's the humanity evolution and the personal evolution. You go from earning money to having a business to being a politician and then being a celebrity. Let's fucking go. It's not a coin. It's celebrities. Insane high status where you don't even have to do anything anymore. That's what it is. You just have to have a face intact and have a smile every now and then when happy things happen. It's not that difficult, I swear. That's the only thing that socialism would fix at the moment. We're not going towards socialism in any manner whatsoever. We're not even going towards communism in any manner whatsoever, except for one matter. As you can tell, when we're gonna hit 144, the clock will turn to max communism, boys. I wish I could live this long to see it for what it is, but I won't. All right, I just want to see progress instead. It's the only good thing that I can witness in my lifetime. Just a little bit of progress. All right, people appreciating smart people for existing, because it's the indication that internet can provide solid information by now, and we can just move on to the internet age, right? A smart person existing meaning that they leech from 4. Now, the way this works, I'm not going to explain, but basically, it's a way to draw resources. Like, you can turn ground into gold, apparently. You can find gold in the ground. How did that happen? It's a way to, like, transform resources for yourself. So, yeah. Ground going into gold, that would mean this transition, I believe, into some social value, because you have extracted some from the ground that is like buried, and the ground is everywhere and it stacks. So ground must be capitalism. I don't know. It's confusing. That's why you need interview format and not just. You have to push this video again up, but it's already too late. So now you have to subscribe and watch another video. That's the way you can continue increasing the power level of my video so it gets recommended to more people or whatever.
He tells
Clearly, the real enemies.
Surely. You know what else is socialism? America is socialism. America is the only one that can even like boast having celebrities in the first place. This is where celebrities would naturally go, right? Accumulate. But yeah, the world is like put in a very intricate pattern where it doesn't change. Like if you take the world map, it would kind of look like this. And I think Antarctica is 7, but I don't know. So all the celebrities would go here. All the smart people would go to Europe. All the capitalists would go to Russia. And all the governments, the power-hungry people would go to China. If they wanted to learn power. All right. Yeah, in a way, to act as a celebrity, you just have to be extremely social. And I think you can feel that, right? I can feel that. You just go outside, you buy a bunch of cheerleaders, and you socialize with a bunch of people who care about you, and you cheer them up. And this way you can accumulate celebrity status very quickly. But to be able to afford a cheerleader for long enough to do sort of things like that, I don't know, man. To be able to withstand the camera attention and to have the right intentions so people don't get bored of you and travel across the world in an appropriate manner. Like, that's a lot of management, actually, to be able to, from ground up, to be just straight become a celebrity. And for how long can you stay in this level? is the question. For how long are you going to impress people? So I have all this knowledge, but yeah, it's still tough. I just want to alleviate my problems, that's it. I want capitalism to be a little bit nicer to people and like provide some solutions, and not just like you call the police and you get absolutely nothing. Just something to be angry about.
School.
Walrus who can't have a conversation with their parents.
Oh, that's socialism right there. That's the... Really? It's such a propaganda. Like, it doesn't even show the transition of like what is the definition of socialism and how this person, by being a socialist, ruined their lives.
Convincing the American people that socialism doesn't work.
In more education.
It's so easy for people to find NPCs who spit the words socialism, apparently, that it just degrades the words. It's unfortunate. You know, stupid people are too social, too vocal about the idea of socialism when they don't actually understand what it is. The definition is very simple, but it can get overly complicated because people are genuinely selfish. You're not supposed to be selfish when you're socialist. You should get something in return for giving stuff to poor people, but it shouldn't be much. It should be the resource that you need the most. You know, the appreciation, a hug, a story. You gave $100 and you get a good story, a little bit of advice, you know, a poor person's package. You don't get any like material goods, but you get a little bit of information here and there, a little bit of perspective change, a little bit of respect for yourself and others. It's worth $100, I tell you that much. This is better than fucking Bitcoin, bro, I tell you that much. And in a way, all these systems are in place in capitalism, as long as you treat it exchange of resources. It's everywhere. Socialism would still be exchange of resources to some extent. It would be a spectrum at this point. But yeah, I put it so fucking nicely. I love it. I want to make it into insight. This is beautiful. Socialism is about giving homeless person $100, listening to their story, advice, receiving respect from them, a hug, deep emotions, show care, and build hope that both of your lives are going to be better because of this interaction, of the social interaction that you were able to accomplish. That's what socialism is, bro. It's a beautiful thing. It's not fucking TikTok of a weird person talking about socialism. That's not socialism, though. All right? It's just a person who thinks that socialism works. And hopefully they have some idea of what that is. All right? But the question is, who are these people? When will I be able to talk to them is the question. Because I am so eager right now to slap them in the face and tell them reality from fiction.
What does that
Because they literally just sit there and fart. I don't want to be disrespectful, but we have found such beautiful concepts that I can't control myself anymore.
even mean? If I tell you, John,
And imagine this is the white pill, bro. The white men pill, am I right? The patriarchy pill. No, but I mean, no, I'm not a lefty. I just find it funny. But literally a 6-minute video triggered me into an absolute rampage. You know they're wrong when they make you talk for an hour after just sitting there for 6 minutes. Like, to cram in so much wrongdoing, I probably haven't even considered all of the pinpoints here of what's going on.
hey, I've got this car that can tell you, John, hey, I've got this car that can fly. It works in theory. Everything works in theory. Reality is how you determine.
Yes, anarchist. That's what I like to hear you say.
How time?
Of course we buy information from media. That's where the smart people are, in media. Am I right? John, you have to answer that question.
Some
bro.
of you.
They constantly said, there's no famine here, the people are just merely tightening their belts.
Why?
I will tell you why. So, because work is the highest priority in communism, half of the time it can turn into propaganda of just like enslaving people and starving them basically and not treating them properly. Because food requires money, and it's like, well, just gonna have to waste this person for all the work that they have. They have to like give it all to us, and that way. But it could also be of like tightening belts. Just means you're gonna just work and eat less food, work harder, eat less food, that sort of stuff. Maybe that's the way I see it. In ideal
had this
version.
vision.
Or as an answer to his question, why?
Made it a point.
Wait, does the governism has a simple definition? I want power. I am in control of this command text line. I will rule the world. Starting with this video. Hey, stop doing that. Stop it. I have no idea what governism is, guys. Let's not talk about it. It's mind control. Government is mind control by definition of the word. Govern mind. And mind control is necessary when you're stupid and doing stupid things. You need to be under mind control. Right now, mind control often means medication, which is very weird.
Of course, the Soviet
in Washington or in the population that there's something that's desirable. People want government to be smaller, except for this program, except for this one, except for that one. My only hope.
Yeah, there's a lot of stupid people that kind of subscribe to mind control. But only because capitalism has failed them. Alright? They did not find smart things in capitalism. So they just keep leveling up their idea or ideology to hope that government is going to provide something that they need. I love how governments immediately starts panicking of like, wait, how do we give money to poor people? Do we just raise minimum wage? But that's the only thing I can do. But that's the only thing I can... what do I do with all these poor people? It starts panicking, bro, when you talk about poor people. When you talk about poor people with celebrities, they just like, oh yeah, I'll give to your charity a couple of grand. No big deal. It's no big deal with these guys. But bro, don't ask charity from government, bro. They will raise minimum wage and you will suffer. You will lose your job, basically. That's the only government program that ever existed, pretty much. Unless it's literally charity disguised as something else. It has to be a twisted charity. The charity with a twist, it's called welfare, right? It's a charity with a twist. You have to be in a specific type of... You got to be a specific type of person to actually apply for that charity and fall into the hands of the government and be like, yeah, you're applicable, actually. You can get this type of money, I realized. And no one really knows what the requirements are. It's too hard to figure out and actually apply for these things. You literally have to fall through the cracks and be caught by the government specifically. Not just fall through the cracks and hit your fucking head and gets nothing. You gotta get lucky, bro. Government welfare, it feels like fucking lottery at this point. But they have their own system. Or I hope they do. In a way, what happened to me is like I needed enough power to resist the government, and I still need enough like internal power. So if you have enough power within yourself, you can sort of like mimic the government, and you will. It's complicated stuff, but I'm trying to understand my life and why I'm so successful at receiving welfare, guys.
Be closing.
We are going to have real education.
Really? Where are you gonna buy that? Oh, Donald Trump can just say that, but John Stossel still doesn't know where to buy knowledge.
In America.
Uh-oh.
The Department of Education,
That's easy thing to say out of context.
that's his first thing I'm very excited about, because what's being done to kids and the breaking of their minds for over.
Yeah, it's one of those, what is socialism, what is communism? You have broke my mind, unfortunately. So maybe we just kick you back into the education stool. You know, maybe if we want to buff education, maybe we need to send some grown-ups and sit there and listen for once. Who knows what it takes to actually buff education, because some radical things can still happen. You know, if we put drag queens as a part of education course, I mean, this is just the vibe of how radical the education might change if we want to actually fix it. Fixing doesn't mean going back into the old ways. Nobody wants the old type of education. We want the education to be able to learn technology. And technology right now can generate an AI anime girl in like seconds, bro. I can literally do it right now in real time. Anime girl, winking at camera. She holds the camera. Let's see what happens. In seconds. You can't. It's hard to educate that part to children. Like, how do you do that? You can't just show it to them. Wait, fuck. What happened? That's still pretty good. Okay, that didn't work. But in seconds, you still can request any hair color, any fucking clothing style. You name it, bro. So, drag queens or no drag queens, gay or lesbian or queer, or any alphabet word you can think of. The problem is that we have technology that people will want to use and learn how to use. Otherwise, they will fall behind on I hope you know what you're asking for, bro, because we're still moving forward. And things still gonna be weird, you know, for boomers to swallow.
Is unconscionable.
Malice says he's an anarchist. That means he's not a small L libertarian.
Oh, that means he is not a something. No, John, do you understand that you have to present a definition of what anarchist actually means? Because, you know, I'm holding in vomit. I want to put the vomit outside of my body so I don't feel intoxicated by stupidity. I want to know what actually anarchist means, and it's not libertarian. It's not a dog, guys. Anarchist is not a dog, and it's not a cat, and it's not a sunshine and the rain. That's what anarchist isn't. Oh, wow, this is so descriptive. So interesting.
Like me. We libertarians see a need for limited.
Oh, he's not me. Oh, he's anarchist? That means he's not me. Wow, John. Holy shit. The vomits tried to come out, but I just keep it for a rainy day.
Government. One that has. Malice says we're wrong, that we don't.
Malice? His name is Malice? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Is this some kind of fucking joke? Is this satire? His name is Malice. Desire to harm someone is an anarchist. I don't. His whole family went up all the way to be able to have this interview. Do you understand, John, what's going on? That you live in a fucking matrix and that words actually matter and they have meanings at all? Are you fucking crazy? Malice? Oh, I don't want no government. Let's kill all the government people.
Any central government. Voluntary exchanges between individuals would handle the government.
John Stossel hates the government so much that he had to fucking stoop so low to the point of malice.
Monopoly. So we argue about that. And
This is also education, but if you don't get my perspective, it's propaganda. Because, oh shit, you have not learned a thing. You just got all the wrong information instead. He could have said, he thinks government... Why did he feel like he needed to clarify who he is? Right? We need to know what anarchy is by the time where the word was spit out. Alright? And it's yes, is the belief that government is evil and should probably just not do anything at all. We can do without it. Like, it's the system old as age. Alright? Killing. Like, an anarchist also probably wants to kill the government because they feel so full of themselves and they feel that they're going to be the best in the system without government. But government feeds you, though. Feeds you brain cells. You want to get rid of government? Are you sure? Because you don't like it anymore? I tell you, but like Malice, talking to Malice, I would never do something stupid as... Anyway, see you guys next time. This was absolute abomination of a YouTube video. Might just be the worst YouTube video of all time because of how much rage I feel inside watching it. It's crazy, bro. But that makes it a pretty good video because it's that bad, right? Oh man, all kinds of demons to survive. Wow, I was able to swallow that white pill, but you don't understand. It was like the size of my hand.